What's to come in 2020? After opening my third eye, here's my predictions. 2020 marks a year when Facebook officially has more personal data on you than you do, but for a fee, Facebook will sell your personal information back to you so you can learn about who you are as a person. Cancel culture takes the hard stance that if a man is unwilling to have sex with another man just because he's a man, then he's homophobic. In an effort to avoid being crucified in the latest made-up witch hunt, men everywhere are mounting and riding each other like they're jockeys in the Kentucky Derby. Aliens are proven to be real, and Bob Lazar discovers that the undercover leader of the aliens has been Joe Rogan all along. Cancel culture crusaders try to cancel Dave Chappelle for expressing a high level of truth and intelligence that they can't relate to. This time they dig up Dave's past, demanding he be canceled on the basis that he used to be the leader of a white supremacist organization. Once again, the slime of the internet are unsuccessful at bringing Chappelle down. The world realizes with absolute certainty that Epstein didn't kill himself. Meanwhile, the authorities continue to excel at looking the other way. On a completely unrelated note, the Clinton body count elevates to 666. Certainly nothing to look into there. Legislation has passed ruling no one officially gives a shit about your food photos on Instagram anymore. Yet people continue posting photos of their food. Brexit goes into effect while 100% of Americans continue not knowing what that means, or caring, because they're Americans. Extremism continues to rule in dietary trends. In 2020, the Eat Nothing But Pecans diet comes out, along with obviously unbiased scientific research proving this is how all people should eat, just like every other conflicting diet ever. 2020 is a year that Netflix finally realizes that people all around the world have been logging in with their friends' passwords. Upon the realization, the Netflix CEO issued a statement saying, "I didn't know people were doing that." The execs were tipped off something fishy was going on when their latest numbers showed 900 million logins with only 27 paid subscriptions. Seemingly half the world's population had been using my friend Drew's login details, including me. But Netflix engineers developed a fix for the hole in their system that'll cost the company an estimated $39 to fix, while earning them an additional $1.2 billion annually. The masses finally realized that watching the news is not a good way to get their information. It's only a good way to feel stressed, angry, and scared about life. Every major city in the world is taken over by scooter companies competing to see which can win the market when it comes to cluttering sidewalks and providing fun transportation in a dangerous way. All science books are burned and science is officially banned because some people get their feelings hurt when they don't like what science can prove. Scientists everywhere are blackballed from society just for believing in things that have a basis in reality. On a different note, it remains completely acceptable to believe in Scientology, a non-fiction religion based on the science fiction books of L. Ron Hubbard, because it has no basis in reality. The first ever cancel culture games are held. In the spirit of the Hunger Games, instead of hunting people and ending their lives, these games involve people hunting other people and destroying their lives, keeping them alive so they can suffer longer. Oddly enough, the cancel culture games are deemed more cruel than the actual Hunger Games. A group of social justice warriors gets the right for birds to fly banned because they feel it's uninclusive for ground-dwelling mammals. For the first time in history, Eckhart Tolle says, "It's not now anymore, it's the future." Greta Thunberg makes another appearance at the UN, this time arriving by private jet, also paid for by her rich parents, and she passionately denies climate change. She makes heated accusations that global warming is a hallucination made up by LSD-fueled hippies, and they had her brainwashed last year. Addressing the hippies, she's quoted as saying, "How dare you ruin my dream of traveling by car and plane? I will never forgive you." And in full FTC compliance, it's also disclosed that Greta has influencer endorsement deals with BP Oil and Xanax. Oddly enough, Greta seems a lot less angry and a lot more chill this year. She thanks her sponsors. The presidential election is won by Facebook. A sociopathic Zuckerberg was quoted as saying, "Instead of winning the election for someone else, we just thought we'd win it for ourselves." Facebook officially becomes the very first advertising platform that pretends to be a social media platform to be elected president. And finally, by late December 2020, cancel culture is canceled. It's realized the whole damn thing was based on anger, rage, fear, control, and making other people responsible for how you feel. people finally wake up to the reality that that's a shitty way to live and that people are inherently better than that. The world now knows peace. Enjoy 2020. It'll be an exciting year. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you can be annoyed each time I post a new video. And also check out my website for my live comedy show tour schedule, linked in the description below.